This morning will be devoted to our opening ceremony group. I would like to welcome you to our meetings.
والأمن لشعوب المنطقة وقيام دولة فلسطينية مستقلة فسوف تستمر حالة عدم
La mayor debilidad de las economías no es por sí sola suficiente para producir.
And guided by this device. I thank you, Mr. Manuel, for his report.
Koehler talked about was the deficit in the United States. We're concerned about that, let me assure you all, but it's understandable. It came about because of a recession, in an effort to deal with a recession. And if you're going to run a deficit, of course, it's Economics 101 that you'll run a deficit when you've got a recession. The tax reductions we've put in place certainly contribute to the deficit, but they also contribute to the growth and putting people back to work. And ultimately, the way we deal with the deficit, the way you deal with the deficit, the way the world deals with deficits is to have ample growth. Ample growth coupled with disciplined spending. And we're going to have both, and we're committed to both in the United States. And let me assure all of you who may be concerned about that we're committed to cutting that deficit in half over the course of the next 5 years. That will bring that deficit to well below 2% of the GDP of the United States, and certainly is very manageable.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Wolfenson, Mr. Koehler.
It is imperative that all countries use the opportunity of an economic recovery well to make public finances and our children's future more secure. In addressing these challenges, I see the following priorities. In the United States, the sharp swing in public finances has provided economic stimulus to the global economy during this period of economic weakness. We now look to the United States to establish a credible framework for a return to a balanced fiscal position over the cycle as an essential contribution to sustaining global growth and resolving global imbalances.
We meet in the shadow of conflict and loss. The horror of the...
As we are meeting at a time of continuing economic uncertainty, we all must continue to work together to send a strong signal to both governments, markets, and our populations of our resolve to promote peace and prosperity throughout the world. In this regard, it is crucial that we reaffirm our belief that the United Nations and the Bretton Woods institutions continue to have a vital role to play in their respective areas of expertise in contributing these objectives, sometimes under very difficult and dangerous circumstances. But it is important that we do not lose sight